What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I spent the last couple of days cleaning the garage and it's looking a little bit cleaner. If you guys have seen some of the previous videos, we swapped the transmission out of my brother's blue wagon, also swapped the transmission out of his brown wagon. I also swapped out the transmission in my EF sedan, and all the old transmission has been compiling on the floor. The only transmission left is the one that belongs to the wagon, but you guys saw in earlier clips that we took all the transmission, loaded up into the Odyssey, and I took it to the storage unit and put them away since they are all spares now. The one that's left behind me, we're gonna mate it up to the K20 engine on the stand right there soon, so we can get that all nice and ready to go back into the wagon whenever we finish the paint job in the engine bay. You guys also saw that I took 2 tires out of the van, which I'm going to be mounting onto the Slipstream soon, which is the new wheels we got for the sedan. And I actually got the other 2 tires shipped in like 2 days ago. And right now I only have 2, but I want to order 2 more. But for the time being, I'm going to use the 225 5015 ATR K Sport for the rear, and then for the fronts we're going to be running the ET Street R's from Mickey Thompson. They're both 225 5015s, and I want to give a big shout out to the homie Hellboy Trailer Built Racing for sending those out literally from the East Coast, and it showed up really quickly. So we're going to get these all mounted up on the Slipstream soon, because we got some hood rat stuff to do here real soon. So, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna take all these to the tire shop to get them all swapped out later. The car's pretty much ready to go, except I left the stock injectors in it because we are running a stock RSX Type S base map. We need to swap in the ID 2000s right here, I think. Yeah, these are the ID 2000s that we need to swap back into the car. And I want to give a big shout out to the homie Nomis Industries for getting these cleaned up really quickly and back to me ASAP. If you guys need ECU or injector cleaning, be sure to hit up Nomis Industries in the description below. I might be draining out the 91 as well too, so we can pump some E85 in here. But I really don't want to mess with the map to try to give it more percentage, because I'm not too knowledgeable in it. I might try to get the 91 down as far as possible, but still enough to get it onto the trailer. And then we'll probably pump E85 on our way to the dyno, because it's literally like 10 minutes away. So we need some Allen keys, and I think this time around, I hope I have them. We're not gonna modify my plugs. We're gonna run a jumper. So let me grab all my tools. Unclip these injectors. I'm really hoping that the tip of the injector does not come off the injector itself and go down into the intake manifold runner into the chamber, because that would suck. And if it does, which I've had it happen on the wagon, and these are the injectors from the wagon, I had to take off the entire intake manifold just to get to that little injector piece inside the chamber. So let's hope that it comes out in one piece. Okay, we're looking good. A lot of fuel. This is never a good idea because the car is parked on the lawn, but I wasn't trying to pressurize the system if I was to move it. Twist the injectors so you can at least somewhat salvage the O-ring, right? I'm going to use the gas to lubricate the O-ring. Dab, dab. Now before I put it back on, I'm going to dab up all this fuel. Just going to go ahead and twist them in. Okay, walla walla bing bang. Now when you secure your fuel rail, make sure you're not tightening it down to where the injectors don't move, because that's how you can damage them. That's why I have these little washers, to ensure that the injectors could still move when it's fully secured. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and straighten these out. Alrighty. All right, injectors still move around. Should be Gucci taters. Now, normally I don't like running adapters, but because I just bought this harness and I spent a lot of money on it, I really don't want to cut the connection off. So I made these adapters. I didn't buy these, I made them. So this came off another set of injectors, and I soldered them to the ID2000 plug, and I did check continuity on all of these pins to make sure we have a full connection, and they all seem to be working 100%. So we're going to be using these adapters instead of splicing into my harness, and it just makes everything plug and play. Alrighty, just gonna go ahead and put these back on, and then we'll connect the ECU and the laptop to get the dead time set up for these ID2000s. Okay, so I'm not doing anything crazy. Key into the on position. Okay, so I'm not doing anything crazy here, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and download this base map. It's just a base map. It ain't nothing crazy. It's not a tune map or anything, but this is my startup map, you know, for this car. So I'm looking at it. It's all pretty basic, but I'm gonna save it anyways. I'm gonna date it just because, you know what I'm saying, it lets me know when this was saved and the last time it was running right. So I'm just gonna go EF sedan startup. There's like 4 of them already here. Startup, but today's date, I don't even know what today's date is. The only map that I have in here that is programmed for the ID2000s is the EF sedan tune map, or it literally says EF sedan kaboom. So let me see. ID2000s, and we're just gonna go ahead and load this map in here. It sounds like I don't already have gas in this car. It ran dry for a little bit. But anyways, so map is in, key off, reset, kick it back on. I'm alive, and it should fire over. We'll be right back. The car did turn on just now. I went to go check. I had a little leak on cylinder number 4, but I don't think that's gonna like prevent it from turning over. But regardless, I fixed the leak and the car did turn on, but it misfired like crazy. The car runs perfectly before putting those ID2000s in. I had these injectors sent out. They flow 100% each and every single one of them. And I loaded up this map and the car misfires like crazy. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but let me show you guys if it stays on. Wait, it's not misfiring anymore. That's not right. Literally, I just turned it on like before I picked up the camera and it was misfiring like crazy. This car, I think it had misfired and it blew up the first motor. And because of that, I changed everything in the engine bay. Wiring harness, conversion harness, coil pack, everything. And all right guys, we've been trying to figure this thing out for a little while now, and I grabbed the O2 sensor from my wagon. This is a factory O2 style sensor, and this was brand new when I put it in the wagon. Then I stopped driving the wagon, so I'm taking it off to put it on my sedan here so we can have a wideband. If you guys didn't know, the RSX sensor is a built-in wideband. My plug has been sitting right here for the longest time, and now we're gonna use it so that way we can at least get a look on the AFR. So hopefully the sensor works, because I bought this a while ago. It's brand new, don't get me wrong. It barely has any miles on it, but you know, Cool. All right, let's get back inside the car. So what we found out was we loaded up the tune map in it, and then we realized that the dead times for the ID 2000s were completely wrong. So right now we're back on my startup map that we saved earlier, and we're changing the dead time for the ID 2000s. And we are currently, well, technically not me, but the homie Nomis is remoted in right now, and he's gonna set it up for me. And you know, at the dyno we'll situate it a little bit more. The goal right now is to get this car to stay on, turn on by itself, and hold idle. Obviously you guys heard it turns on, but it dies.
Try again.
Holds idle.
Your AMR is stuck.
So last night we had a lot of dilemma, and you know, we had to start from scratch. Shout out to Nomis for getting my car to idle with the 2000s. We had to load up the original map that was in here, the startup map, and then without a wideband or AFR gauge, it's hard to kind of add or minus fuel. We kind of went based off of vacuum to get it to idle, and then once we did that, I drove around the block. It was still a little choppy, but all we really needed to do was get the car to run, to drive it up onto the trailer. So I didn't get to do what I wanted to do yesterday entirely, and I guess it's fortunate for you guys, because we're just gonna merge this whole entire thing together, and we're actually headed to the dyno. So right now I just kind of rinsed the car down to get my windows clean, and the homie Stefan is here with his little mini Tundra, and he's gonna be towing me to the dyno today, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. So we're just kind of doing a quick little checklist to make sure we have, you know, spare parts, tools, and extra stuff just in case. But I'm confident in my car. This thing has been running cherry for, I mean, since the Hanami in SoCal a couple months ago. So I'm confident this car will do well on the dyno today, and I don't really have much spare parts to bring with me anyway. So we're just crossing fingers and hoping for the best. We're gonna finish loading up the car, and then we're gonna hit the road. We are strapped up, ready to rock and roll. Let's hit the road. Man, this traffic is ridiculous. I don't know why people don't know that Sheridan takes you on the road on the side of the freeway to avoid all of that crap. Ouch. All right guys, so after a long travel with traffic, we're finally at the E85 station, and we're like 15 minutes away from the dyno, going down the hill. But right now we need to get some E85 in the car. Currently I have pump gas in here. I don't know how much gas I have in it, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump it out of the car, and then we're gonna go straight E85 in the tank. We're gonna pump the pump gas into his truck, and then I'm gonna take the extra tank and fill that up with E85 as well too. So let me show you guys how we're gonna do that. Pretty neat. So what we did was we took off the -6 return, and then I have this line that has -6 on it, and we're letting the car run to pump the gas out of the car into the tank, so that way it doesn't return back to the fuel cell. 525 Hellcat is doing this job though. All right, this is the second tank. This is like what, 10 gallons right here? 5.5?
It's like 4.
Almost 10. And then inside the fuel cell I put my phone to one of the bungs, and there's still gas in it, but the return line is spitting dry. Definitely do not want to mix the gas because we're not flex fuel. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and just jack the trailer up so that way we can tilt the car backward, because the fuel pump is sitting in the sump, which is the lowest part of the pan or fuel tank, and all the gas is in the front, needs to go to the back. Man, if you guys don't remember, I modified the factory fill neck to be able to pump here to go into my tank instead of having to fill it through there. E85 used to be $2.99, $4.29. Golly. Oh, it did click. That's freaking awesome. Got a little jack and crack before we get to the dyno. We got about 30 minutes, so figure we just grub real quick. All right, guys, so the car is strapped up on the dyno. Geith is inside, and he's going to be setting up all the base map and everything. I've already added the vacuum line to the fuel pressure regulator. While he's setting up the computer and everything, I'm going to go ahead and gap my spark plugs to about 18 to 668 for the K series, and we're going to get the ball rolling here real soon. Guys, so there was a few pulls that I'm probably going to show you guys in the previous clips of the car going through low cam tuning, and that right there was the first VTEC pull, right? Yeah, first VTEC pull, and now we're going to swap the spark plugs, see where they're sitting at, and then we can play a little bit. Yep. Yeah. 5 years old plugs, not shabby on E85. It is a little fouled though. I mean, it is old, but we got some new plugs in it now. See what it does, and then when I turn it up. £17. Holy cow. Let's go. Let me give you guys shotgun inside, okay? Passenger, y'all passenger princess right now. Y'all have fun in here, okay? Y'all have fun in here. Enjoy that ride. $4.94. see that smile on his face, bro. I see that smile on his face. Holy shit! Are you serious? Right on the fucking dot, bro. Yo, that shit sounded crazy. Guys, we came here with one goal. It's to make 600. And anything after that, I'll take it. Talking about it hitting it right on the freaking number, dude. Holy crap, if you was to bet, you would have made some money today, man. But you know.
Told you 2 more pounds.
2 more, that's exactly what it was?
Exactly what
Where were we standing at?
24 pounds.
24 pounds. I am super content with that. Honestly, I was thinking like almost 30. Dude, guy's working his freaking magic. This is the most I've ever made on any of my cars. The most I've ever made was the all-wheel drive CRX. Built block, built head, made 480, restricting with the exhaust back housing on the turbo, but this is the most I've ever freaking made. That is insane, dude. Yeah, this looked a lot better from earlier, for sure. Yeah. Oh my freaking goodness, dude. I'm happy with that, man. The car sounds freaking crazy, dude, and it's front wheel drive. I can only imagine it being all wheel drive. Oh my goodness, dude. We ready to party. We're ready to freaking party, dude. God damn. This is Guy's car right here. This actually has my old block from my red CRX, that shifted sleeve block, and what he did to this to make it all work is crazy. Go ahead, do it. I bet you won't do it. I bet you won't. I think your car went off, bro. Boy, that thing sounds crazy. The other way. I just got crazy ass chills going through my body, bro. Holy shit. Goddamn, guys, you work fucking miracles, bro. All right, guys, we are out of the dyno sesh. We had a good long talk with Guy, man. I appreciate him so much. We were just hanging out after the fact, but I figured we'd just come here and pump some gas just to top it off. That $4.29. No car wash. No Chevron safe. Remove nozzle. We pumped this thing at 14.5 gallons. Let's see where it clicks at. E85. All right, let's pump. 2.8 gallons. It took to dyno the car and all those pulls we did. We did 4 total, by the way. But damn, this gas smells so much better than the one back home. Should we fill the canteen too? Nah, we're 15 gallons in this mug, so time to hit the road, guys.